Everybody, it's Aiden Black, and I just want to say I downloaded Snapchat and YouTube without my parents' consent, but we talked about it, and my dad has a few rules about both of Snapchat and YouTube.
Hi everybody, I'm Aiden's dad. Aiden got a phone a couple of weeks ago for his birthday. His mom and I thought that he was turning 13 and perhaps he must get a cell phone so that he can communicate with us when he's at Pathfinders or he's not with us, so that we don't have to be phoning our friends to find out where he is. So we're able to communicate with him, but there's also some rules. I know you guys don't like rules, but life is made of rules. Life is a rule. There's do's and don'ts. There's acceptable behavior and unacceptable behavior. And so one of the rules that Aiden has is that he can use his phone and have his phone as long as he doesn't use it at school. During school time, he can message with his friends, you all out there. He can message with you, but no later than 6 o'clock in the evening, after which there's no messages that will be sent back and forth. Because Aiden is not his own man. Aiden has my name. Aiden still lives under my roof and eats the food I provide and wears the clothes that I buy, and is taken to school, to church, to Pathfinders, to sport events using my car. And he lives in my house where I pay mortgage. So ultimately, Aiden is not yet at the age where he can do his own thing. And I'm quite sure your parents will appreciate me telling you all this. All of Aiden's friends, the 13-year-old friends that he has. So Aiden got a phone, and I've given him specific rules. The phone will not, no messaging after 6 o'clock at night. He'll not message in church. He'll not have his phone on and he's playing games or watching basketball in church or on the Sabbath. Those are some of the rules that he has. But when it came to Snapchat and a YouTube channel, there are a few things that I explained to Aiden that I'd like to explain to you. Number one, there are people out there who don't wish you well, young people. There are people out there who have evil ideas. They express and want to exert an evil agenda. So on Snapchat, it's important that each of you take safety precautions. Number one, don't be telling people where you are. Now, I know Snapchat has a locator on it, able to locate where you are at any given moment. You got to be careful. You have to understand your surroundings. You don't want somebody with evil intent to know that you're at school or at the swimming pool or at the basketball court or in the park or home alone. So you have to be discreet. You have to be careful what you communicate on Snapchat. Number one, that's what Aiden appreciates. Number two, your conversation must be appropriate. The general rule is, if I can't repeat it, if I cannot say it out loud without getting into trouble or creating a sense of outrage where people become alarmed or shocked, it shouldn't be put in Snapchat. Number two, there is no bullying on Snapchat. There is no use of vulgar or profane language. Meaning, in your guys' speak, no cussing. All conversations coming from Aiden's phone on Snapchat must be age appropriate, must be well constructed, meaning no colloquialisms, good grammar. So these are the rules for Snapchat. On YouTube, Aiden has rules, and I want you to help me make sure that I want you to help me to hold him accountable. Number one, Aiden will speak like a young man, a Christian young man that he is. There's no need for derogatory terms. So if you get a video where Aiden is speaking like he's a little gangster, you got to let me know. I'll fix him and make him straight. Number 2, the information on Aiden's YouTube must be positive. Unless you don't know, Aiden's got a lot of things that he does. He looks after chickens, feeds dogs, helps me in the garden. So Aiden has a lot of things to share with you about living a productive life. That Aiden can share with you. He can share with you his projects. Aiden has a little business. He sells eggs. So he earns a little income. Now, I'm in charge of the income because I'm his dad. But Aiden is learning a life skill. Being able to earn his keep. So Aiden will share with you the positive parts of his life. He will share with you what he's interested in. His interests. He likes little creatures, lizards and snakes and spiders and frogs and insects and fish. He's also a fisherman in his head. So all these things are positive things that he can share with you. And you know what? The YouTube platform and his YouTube channel can be a good way for him to convey the things that interest him. And perhaps you guys can inform each other. Because God alone knows that you guys need a little positive information. So if you catch Aiden, or if Aiden posts a video that doesn't have my approval, and you think that Aiden is being derogatory, being rude, speaking and acting inappropriate, discussing inappropriate subjects, hey, just let me know. If I don't catch him, I expect you to catch him. And when we've caught him, I'll deal with him. So I hope that you are able also to share this video with your parents. I'm watching. I'm watching you because I also know the kind of messages that you communicate with Aiden. They got to be positive messages. You hear that, young man? Positive messages. You hear that, young lady? Positive messages. To all Aiden's friends, if he sends you a text after 6 o'clock in the evening, it has to be a distress signal. Do you understand me? It has to be an SOS. Something must be drastically wrong. There must be an emergency for Aiden to communicate with you after 6 o'clock. The only person, or the only people he can communicate with after 6 o'clock are me, his mother, his brother, his grandparents, his cousins, but none of you all. Aiden must respect your time and respect your space. So I thought I'll share this little video, and from time to time you'll see me on the video with Aiden. Here he is over here looking like a Cheshire cat that was caught eating a canary.
What's a canary?
But it's a little yellow bird, you see? Aiden needs to tell you what a canary is. Maybe show you some pictures on YouTube. But that's why I wanted to talk to you today. Now, I'm happy you're friends with my son. He's a lovable character. I love him. I know that you all appreciate him. But there's general rules of the road. Until Aiden is old enough to buy his own phone, live in his own apartment or home, he has a job, he's graduated from college, hey, he does things my way. Ultimately, it's my name that he's using. He can make his own way when he's old enough. So please help me keep this young man straight. Help me keep your friend straight. And hopefully he can help you stay straight. So God bless you all. I love Aiden. And I appreciate you because he loves you too. Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.
Stay positive.
Stay positive. And remember, if you're not influencing people,
they're influencing you to do bad things.
They're influencing you and sometimes to do bad things. Thanks, guys.